What's going on, YouTube? So I want to make a short little video building the sandbox for my son, who is 1 year and almost 3 months old. But anyway, sandboxes are overall pretty simple. You can kind of pick the size you want. I went ahead and cut these, and I realized, hey, I'd probably make a video, maybe help someone out. But what I did is buy 2 of these 2x10 treated boards. I think these are pine here where we're located. I'm sure it's different everywhere, but that doesn't really matter. And I cut them directly in half, so they're 5-foot pieces. And my idea for the sandbox, I'm gonna do a 5x5 square. Of course, you can do a rectangle probably, or whatever you want to do. So I went ahead and got all of them cut. You can see I just used my miter saw here. I got 4 foot, or excuse me, oh my goodness, 4 5-foot 2x10s. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna go down and get them laid down. I'm also gonna use some of that the black stuff that prevents weeds and everything from growing. Also to help hold the sand in, make it not sink as much. I'm gonna put it down there and then put this up, and we're gonna use some good old decking screws here. I'll show you here in just a minute. All right, then you wanna find a good place to put it. Have this willow oak tree here. Still pretty young, but eventually give some shade. So I'm gonna position this. Normally you wanna worry about the afternoon and evening sun, which is hottest is when the sun's more over this way, because that's the west. Morning sun isn't quite as bad normally. So if the sun's up over here, technically you really want the box probably on this side, the east side of the tree for shade. But anyway, and there's a swing set we built last fall. I have a video on doing that too. That was pretty fun to do. But I'm gonna go put my ground stuff down. And also, before I put the ground stuff down, I wanted to note I also got an 8-foot 2x10 as well. And I'm gonna use this. This is the shortest one Lowe's had. They were out of the other ones. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this in pieces and then probably use a router and route the edges so they're smooth, and kind of make a seats on each corner. And I want it centered right here in the corner. Kind of gonna do corner seats for the sandbox, kind of like I'm not as good as a carpenter as my grandma was. This is how I'm gonna do it. So this 18 inches, and when I did, I wanted to pull the board right, covering up this corner, and then I'll get it lined up perfectly here where this corner should be pretty well right there, and this corner pretty well the same. I have to keep moving it because it keeps shifting on me with one hand here, but pretty doggone close like that. I'm gonna take my marker, and I'm gonna draw a line right here so I can get my angle on the saw, and then I'll actually probably make it a little bit wider, maybe make it stick out. That'd probably look weird, so I really need to go all the way in, so it'll be like this, and then I can use my router and I can really round off them edges and sand it down. I'll probably do it on all 4 corners, but that's 10 bags of sand, and only did about an inch or so, probably 2 inches maybe, and then got the black stuff down under it. So in here, my miter saw again. There's my lines I drew from setting it on there from the bottom, 45-degree angle. I'm gonna line it up, cut 1, then I'll have to flip it and cut 2. Fit here. Pretty close. My saw might have moved a little bit. My angle ain't perfect, but anyway, I want to do a round off bed on it and sand it down a little bit. But that's the seat. My router table, nicely rounded off these edges so they don't hurt their legs when they're sitting on them. And Shayla's over here sanding them down. Right, so I wanted to make the end of the video here of the sandbox done. My wife stained it American walnut, which matches the swings here that we did. Just like I said earlier, we have another video where we made that. It wasn't too bad. See the seats, got them rounded, and just put a screw in right here on each side of the top. See where the little holes are to hook it, and it also makes the frame of the sandbox stronger that way too. But And this was, I can't remember if it's 10 or 12 bags of sand, but we're probably gonna need another 10 or so at least. But that's a good amount for now anyway. And right about $100 for everything you see here. 90 for the wood and the sand, and then $1 for the toy, and $5 or so for the black weed mat, and a few dollars for the stain, but we already had that. But thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.